guest, Michelle Pettis, with us, and she does a fabulous job of encouraging us, helping us to understand some concepts, motivating us, and all the like with our topic of wellness and weight loss. I want to formally introduce her because a lot of you may not know about her wonderful accolades. So, for years, Michelle Pettis worked in a fast paced, high pressure corporate world as a top performer for the most influential brands in media, from Radio 1 and Disney, ABC to NPR, PBS member stations. Finally, the highly stressful and competitive media and advertising space took its toll on her mental and physical health. Looking at her today, you would never guess that she used to be morbidly obese, once tipping the scale at 260 pounds. After gaining and losing over 700 pounds, Michelle finally discovered the secret to winning the battle between her mind, body, and her food story. Ladies and gentlemen, the guest of what she calls Mind Over Meals, Michelle Pettis. Take it away, Michelle.
Thank you, Deborah, for that wonderful introduction. And I'm so excited as I am every Thursday night, on the Thursdays when we can make it happen. So excited to be with you. But I'm especially excited to be here tonight. And that is because in about 10 days, 11 days, we're going to launch our Mind Over Meals retreat. It starts
Mhm.
March the 4th. And this retreat is the embodiment of everything that you need to know to reclaim your life, reclaim your brain, reclaim your body, reclaim your power, right? Over this toxic food environment, over the toxic thoughts, over the lies that you have been told and believed about food all of for as long as you've been on this earth, really. And
Mhm.
and we've done this Mind Over Meals retreat twice, but this is the first time where we have gone deep into the food because the program itself is based on really taking a deep dive into your thoughts, feelings, and emotions. And that is at the heart of the work. But we do have to talk about the fact that we're learning how to manage food, right? And if we're learning how to manage food, we have to talk about the thing that we're learning how to manage, right? Even though the
Mhm.
management skill is rooted in the emotion, we've got to add some balance to it. So the first two retreats, we really focused on identifying emotions, being able to identify the emotion and know what the emotion was instead of hunger. Because so many times we eat when we're actually feeling something else. Just because that thing shows up in our stomach, we feel the need to respond to it. So we spent those two retreats really, really uh, paying attention to that. Well, now
Mhm.
we gotta really now we really have to look at the food. I know my mantra is it's not about the food, it's about the food story, about the story behind the
That's
food.
right.
But we do have to take some time and acknowledge the food. We got to look at it. And what we're gonna do on the Mind Over Meals retreat, which is so revolutionary, is each day of that retreat, and the retreat is 8 days long. We're going to spend a session on 8 different food groups. I don't even want to call them food groups. I want to call them substance groups because they're not even really food. So we're gonna tell the truth about sugar. We're gonna tell the truth that sugar shows up in 60 different forms in food, right? Like it's called 60 different things, but it's still sugar. Still impacts your body in the same way.
Mhm.
Right? We're gonna tell that truth. We're gonna talk about flour. We're gonna talk about gluten because here's the thing most people don't know is the wheat that we're eating today is not the same wheat that our grandparents ate. It is not the same. We're gonna talk about corn, right? We're gonna talk about the mycotoxins in corn. We're gonna talk about how corn is one of the most genetically modified products on the planet and what that does to our bodies. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about dairy and eggs. I'm not saying not to eat dairy and eggs. I'm just saying that you need to know the truth about everything that you're putting in your body, and we're not getting it from the people that manufacture it,
Yes. I
right?
have some organic cornbread I'm gonna make some. In fact, I got Jiffy and organic cornbread, and even on that it said bioengineered products, and I was like, I can't win.
Right. We got, yep, we gotta pay attention. We gotta pay attention to that. And then, we hear about salt, salt versus sea salt, right? Salt and high blood pressure, right? But
Yes.
here's the thing that they don't tell us about salt. That salt, whether it's sea salt or table salt, is filled with microplastics. Yeah, contaminated with microplastics. We need to know that.
Yes.
We need to know about soy and peanuts, because for so often we have learned and thought that soy was a health product, right? Was go to and healthy, right? Did you know that soy was once used as industrial waste? It was considered industrial waste. They don't tell us that, do
Mm,
us? That they
mm-mm.
also don't tell us that peanuts, right? Peanuts are one of the most mold infested crops that there are. That
Mm,
the peanut, and that was hard for me because I love peanuts, but I had to put them aside once I got that information. I
exactly.
I had to put them aside. But so we have to we have to be careful. And that's why we're in the grocery store tonight. That's why we're in the grocery store tonight to take a look to take a look at sugar, right? So I was talking to one of my friends this morning, and I'm in the cereal aisle, and she
Oh,
was eating breakfast, and we were talking about cereal, and I said, why do we think that there is breakfast food?
yeah.
Why do we,
Hmm.
the reason that we think that there's breakfast food is because breakfast food was invented to subsidize farmers. Think about all the stuff that we traditionally eat for breakfast. Yeah. Yeah, I know. That is hard about peanuts. That's tough. I know. I know.
And you know what?
It's a
I
tough
just
one.
realized she mean peanut butter too. Crunchy peanut butter.
Peanut butter too.
Drop the
Peanut
mic.
butter
Drop
too.
the mic. Drop the mic. What is
Peanut
we
butter
gonna
too.
do? What is
Yeah,
we gonna
yeah,
do? What is
peanuts
we
and
gonna do?
peanuts and all his friends. So 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 before we start thinking about breakfast food, why do we why do we think there's only certain things we're supposed to have for breakfast? We're supposed to eat for breakfast is because it was invented to subsidize farmers. Think
Mm-hmm.
about it, all the stuff, right? Cream of wheat, right? Grits, all of that biscuits made from flour, right? Bacon, eggs, all of that, sausage. That's subsidizing farmers,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I'm like, breakfast food. I ate a can of peas for breakfast. That's
Mm-hmm.
what I ate. I ate a can of peas, right?
Yes. You
Cause,
got me
'cause-
doing that. I feel good about eating some
right.
beans now for breakfast or
Ab-
whatever I see. Black
And and
beans,
and they and they
green
and they
beans.
and
Um
they keep you full for about 6 hours,
mhm.
and they're nutritious and they're nourishing,
Yes.
right?
I'm having
So
okra and tomatoes for dinner and for breakfast tomorrow.
absolutely,
Uh,
absolutely.
yes.
So
Yes,
you know,
ma'am.
so what we're going to pull the covers back on all this food, on well, all this stuff they call food, right? And
Yes.
understand how it is impacting our health, because the thing is they design it, they engineer it to be addictive. That's what most people don't know, that there is something called a bliss point that the neuroscientists spend billions of dollars and thousands of hours engineering the food to make it addictive. They find the right combination of salt, sugar, and fat to make it irresistible to us. And
And
then we end up
honestly,
beating ourselves up because we can't
Michelle,
resist it.
honestly, I haven't been eating any of that stuff since last July. And when I tell you, the minute last Monday when I said I'm not bothered by food, I'm not addicted to food, since Monday, it has been hitting me. I mean, the desire to eat stuff that I haven't eaten in almost a year is still in my brain saying, eat me,
Hmm.
eat me, eat me. And I was like, oh my goodness, I
Yes,
am fighting.
yes,
And
Yes.
I said the stuff that goes in your brain and your body, it doesn't just leave right away.
No. Mm-mm. No. And here's something I want to tell you, Deborah, and I want to share with you. You are you are about to make a breakthrough,
Yes.
right? Whenever it happens like that, right? It means you're about to move to another level.
Mm-hmm.
But in order to make a breakthrough, you gotta break through some stuff. You gotta break through some stuff, and
Oh
and
yeah.
that is what's happening, and it's part of the
Mhm.
process. It's part of the growth process. It's part of getting to the other side. Is to deal with this because your body, it's fighting back. It remembers the good old
Yes.
days, and it's like,
Yes.
wait a minute, what is this chick doing? What is she
I've been singing Negro spirituals. I've been swinging low. I've been nobody knows. I mean, literally, I have been singing slave spirituals. I
doing?
was like, I know my people overcame worse than I am overcoming right now.
Yes,
I'm telling you, it's
yes,
the truth. It
yes.
is the truth. But I visualized, I was like visualizing. I was giving myself grace. I was making sure I get my water, make me some real hot tea from real tea bags, from real tea. You know,
Mhm.
I'm like, okay, it's gonna be okay.
Yes, it's gonna be
It's
okay.
okay. It's
It's
okay.
gonna it's gonna be okay.
It's okay.
It's
It's
gonna it's
okay.
gonna it's gonna be okay.
It's okay.
Yes,
I was like, it is going.
yes.
It is okay.
All right, all right. So we're gonna go through this. I'm just gonna pick some random things on these aisles to kind of talk about. So
Okay.
right now, y'all, I'm looking at here the cinnamon oat squares. Like you get a name of a package right here. Cinnamon oat squares. You think, oh, cinnamon oat squares. And it says 8 vitamins and minerals. A good source of 8 vitamins and minerals. Cinnamon oat
Mhm.
squares. Let's see what's in the cinnamon oat squares. So the first thing you can't see here. Oh, can you see? Can you see what the ingredients are?
It's a whole lot of them.
There's a whole lot of them. Yeah. So the first ingredient is whole grain oats. The second is sugar. The next is corn flour. The
Mm.
next is whole grain wheat. Then rice flour.
Mhm.
Then salt. And then some stuff I can't pronounce. But
Mhm.
sugar.
That's the second
The, the,
largest
the, the,
ingredient.
the second ingredients. So there you go.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I'm gonna get the oat squares. That sounds healthy because right here on the front it says oven toasted oat cereal, a good source of vitamins and minerals. And if you don't know to read the back, right? If you don't know to read the back, you'll be tricked. All right, how about this one? The Life multigrain cereal.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, you think you're doing something
right. You think you do it because it says life. It
then?
says life on the box, but on the side when you read it, there it is: whole grain oat flour, sugar, second ingredient, corn flour.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So let's see what else we got. Let's see what. Oh, I dropped the box. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, okay. You know what? Let's look at these. I grew up with cornflakes.
Oh yeah,
Corn,
we did
okay,
too.
cornflakes. So what does it say about cornflakes? It says the original and best. The original and
Well,
best. Yes. And so what does the original and best have in it? Uh, where is it? Looking for those. Looking for the ingredients. Oh, here. So here's what it says. It has iron, which is ferric phosphate. It also has niacinamide, B12, B6. I mean, excuse me, B2, folic acid, vitamin D3, vitamin B12, thiamine. But the first ingredient is milled corn, and
okay.
we just talked about the mycotoxins, right? And then the
Yes,
second ingredient is what? Sugar.
sugar.
Second ingredient is sugar. then we'll have to put that back. Let's see.
Yes.
What else? What else can? Oh. How about this? Cheerios.
I was craving Cheerios last month like nobody's business, but I didn't
Cheerios.
go get any. Oh,
Cheerios.
oh, oh! It's the Honey Nut Cheerios.
Yes, these are the Honey Nut Cheerios, and it says "Mom" on the front. Makes my heart healthy. What's in that?
Yes.
Whole grain oats, sugar.
Mm-hmm.
Second
Oh
ingredient,
yeah. Oh
cornstarch,
yeah.
honey, and then more brown sugar, and then sugar syrup. It's more sugar in
Ooh-wee.
it's more sugar in the Cheerios than in the other ones.
Oh Lord have mercy. Jesus
Sugar,
died on the cross for us
cornstarch,
not to eat them
honey,
Cheerios.
brown sugar syrup, and brown sugar syrup. Another name
Mm-hmm.
for, but they're tricky. Look at this. The box. This box
See,
says This box says grandma.
see, oh no. And Michelle, this is one reason why people are eating this stuff and they're saying I can't lose weight because they don't realize that's three double sugars
Yes,
in
yes,
breakfast and they're
yes.
slashing their risk and being so depressed, and hard on themselves, and never in Weight Watchers, Zoom, Loom, the medical weight loss programs that even the CDC sponsors, even Duke University, all of their weight loss programs tell you to eat either these things or their own products, which are exactly the same
Yep,
engineered food.
yep, yep.
No
And
real
so
education.
this one, I'm really noticing this one right here. This is really smart marketing, but you have to be careful because all these boxes of Cheerios, they have, because it's February, right? They have all these special names on the boxes. That one was grandma. This one says dad. Dad, make my heart happy. This
Yes.
one says my bestie, makes my heart happy.
Yes.
My love makes my heart happy. So what they're doing is that they're tying this cereal that has all this sugar in it to things that you love. So when you think about the Cheerios, you won't think about the fact that it has all the sugar and the stuff that's not good for you. You'll just think about the people that you love.
Mm,
That's what
mm,
they
mm,
do.
mm, mm,
Yeah.
mm,
Here we go. Yeah. Whole grain oats, cornstarch, starch, sugar, salt.
mm.
Oh, fruity pebbles.
Say
Let's
it's not
let's
so.
Fruity pebbles.
Yes.
First first ingredient, rice. Second ingredient, sugar.
Mm.
Third ingredient, canola or soybean oil.
Oh, we got to talk about that oil too, because I was wondering what is up with these oils.
Canola oil, soybean oil, highly processed oils, right?
Ooh,
We don't
ooh,
we don't
child.
we don't want them. The canola oil, the soybean oil, the corn oil, all
Mm-hmm.
they 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 tell, and even on the bottles it'll say heart healthy, but these oils, because they are so highly processed, they lead to gut problems. Yeah, fruity pebbles. And then in the fruity pebbles, look at this, y'all. The fruity pebbles has red dye 40, which we know causes cancer. The FDA told us a few weeks ago. It also contains yellow dye 5, yellow 6, blue 1, and blue 1. Now, is anybody watching tonight? Do they really believe that those other dyes don't cause cancer too? That the red one is the only one?
Mm-hmm.
This is what we're feeding our children, right? Here, this one, peanut butter crunch. Well, now we got peanut right at the top, so we know what the issue is with that.
Mm-hmm.
Corn. And see, I want you to understand the reason that the corn is in everything, it is because it is so cheap.
Yes.
The reason that sugar is in everything, it is because it is so cheap and addictive. Everything that the food manufacturers like.
See.
So this one, corn flour, sugar, peanuts, peanut butter, dextrose, which is just another name for sugar. So I can tell you right now, you're out buying stuff. It's like 60 different things that sugar's called. 60 different things. Here, Pop Tarts.
Oh, I know Pop Tarts are a no.
Look at this. Sugar. Well, no. The first ingredient is they don't tell you what the percentages are. The first ingredient is enriched flour, and they have to enrich the flour because they strip the nutrients from it, right? Otherwise, it would just be nothing. All right. The flour, the wheat and the flour that is manufactured now, it's not the same wheat and flour that we grew up with. It has four
Exactly.
times the gluten in it. And it's not just, it doesn't just impact people with celiac disease. That four times the gluten is what makes it addictive. That's what makes it fluffy, right? But it's also what causes inflammation and other issues. So here we go. Here, Pop Tart, Pop Tart, Pop Tart, Pop Tarts, Pop Tarts.
Mm.
Enriched flour, sugar, dextrose, which is just another name for sugar, high fructose corn syrup, which is just another name for sugar, and soybean and palm oil. Yeah. So all in all, y'all, here's the thing. On this aisle right here, there is nothing edible.
Mm.
There's nothing edible on this aisle. But I wanna go to another, like here. I wanna stop here. Granola. Don't we know I don't eat
Yes.
poison? That's right, Nancy. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
That's right. So we're on this aisle right here. Look at this. Bear granola. Bear
Yes.
granola. That doesn't that look healthy? Look,
Yes.
bear granola. Let's get some bear granola. It's healthy. Look what it says. Whole grain oats, whole grain wheat, sugar, canola oil. Sugar, canola oil in the bear granola. Well,
Mm-hmm.
look at this.
Yes.
Nature Valley.
Yes.
Nature Valley. With a name like Nature Valley,
Yes.
okay. Nature Valley. That's healthy. Nature Valley, right?
Yes.
Because right there on the front it says a good source of fiber.
Mm-hmm.
You see that? A good source of fiber. It must be okay. But
Mm-hmm.
when we look on the back, what do we see? Whole grain oats, sugar, soy protein isolate. Then we see canola and or sunflower oil, palm kernel oil, dextrose, another name for sugar, honey, another name for sugar, molasses, another name for sugar, Nature Valley. Don't let the
Mm.
name fool you. Don't
Well,
let the name fool. Oh, and here, oh y'all look, this is Michelle's granola. Michelle, what about Michelle's granola? Because it's named after me with one L. All right, here we go. Oh, organic gluten-free oats. The organic gluten-free oats must be okay, except for it has organic brown sugar. But same thing. It doesn't matter if the sugar is organic or not. It's still the same. It still has no nutrients and it's high calorie. It
okay.
doesn't
What
care if
about
it's
sugar cane?
it it is still addictive. It is still
Oh,
addictive. The sweetness hits the same pleasure centers in the brain. Same thing.
yes. I was listening to someone say today they ate something that had sugar in it and it had them fiending for it for days.
Yes. Yep. That so
Because it
you're
was a
just
hidden sugar. It wasn't like it
it's a
was
hit.
something they picked to
Exactly.
have a sugar. It was a hidden sugar that
It's hidden.
really messed with them.
It's hidden. It's hidden. Oh, what about mucilix? That Catherine Young said, what about mucilix? Let me see if
Mm-hmm.
I let me see if I can find some mucilix in here. Uh oh, this is a mucilix, but but Catherine said this is muesli. This is muesli. Let's see what it says. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. It's got the organic gluten-free oats, organic seedless raisins, organic sunflower seeds. This is better. Pumpkin seeds, pecans, almonds, maple syrup. Maple syrup. So the maple syrup gives us sweetness to it. It's
Mm-hmm.
not the thing that you have to be careful about is that how much of the maple syrup is in there, and if it is going to trigger, if it's going to have the same triggering effect for you as sugar. But the muesli, and you know what? It's also, oh, it says lightly sweetened, but it's gluten free and soy free and dairy free. So,
Mm.
Catherine, good call, good call, Catherine, on the
What
muesli.
brand is that, Michelle?
It's Michelle's. It's Michelle with one L.
Okay, Michelle's. What's Michelle's what?
Michelle with one L.
Michelle's what?
Oh, granola, toasted muesli. It's the muesli. Muesli.
Okay. Yeah, because my coach, I had brought him a package of nuts with all the different nuts. He read it on the back. He said the only nuts you can eat in this packet are walnuts and almonds because everything else had a nut with sugar added, a
Yep,
nut which they laced
yep,
it with sugar,
yep,
and he was
yep.
like, "You can't eat this."
And you have to be careful about that because they will put the nuts in the sugar. That's for sure.
Wow.
So here is let me see what's up here. Here's something that's called strawberry shortcake granola. What's in that? Yeah. This has gluten-free oats, and then it has cane sugar, and brown rice syrup. Sugar. We have to be so so careful. Even with raisin bran, right? Raisin
Yeah, that's sugar
bran.
laden. It tastes
Yeah,
good though.
raisin bran, whole grain wheat sugar, right?
Hmm.
Then corn syrup. Got to be careful. Got 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 to be careful. This is the
You sound like Cat Williams now. You got to tell that
look at this.
industry no. When
Look
they
at this.
come
Okay,
knocking, you
even
got to
look at
tell
the
the food
Quaker.
industry no.
This simply. How about this? Simply granola.
Okay.
Um, whole grain oats, whole grain wheat, sugar, vegetable oil, canola, soybean oil. We got to be careful about. We got to be careful about those.
Mm-mm.
So what what we're doing during the Mind Over Meals retreat, we're
Okay.
we we're putting the processed food manufacturers on blast for
On
ourselves.
notice.
On notice, yes,
Call them
because
out.
we have got to protect ourselves from this, right? We
Yes.
don't we don't. There's no law that says you have to have cereal for breakfast.
That's right.
It is all marketing. It is all advertising. Because once you're full, you're full.
Mm-hmm.
A meal. What is a meal? A meal is a protein, a vegetable, and a starch, or a
That's it.
protein, a vegetable, and a vegetable. No matter when the meal is, right? No matter when the meal is, and so we have got to eat for our health. We have got to eat for our life.
That's it.
That that's what this is all about.
Yes, it
So
is.
if you want to know how to eat for your life, in order to eat for your life, you have to know what you're eating that is causing your death.
Yes.
You, and we don't realize it because it's a slow death, right?
Yes.
We're walking around dying inside every day because of look, a Nature Valley protein bar, right? Oh, a
Mm-hmm.
Nature Valley protein bar must be okay. It has protein right across the front.
Yes.
It has protein splashed across the front. Here we go. The first ingredient is roasted peanuts, soy, almonds, and sugar. The first four ingredients are ingredients that we don't want inside of our body, that
Yes.
we need to know the truth about. Peanuts, soy, sugar, then corn syrup, then vegetable. Y'all, this is not food. That's what that's what we have to have a fundamental understanding of. It is not food. Once we get this fundamental understanding that food is nutrition and nourishment, this is just something to eat.
Mm-hmm.
Just because you're going to eat it doesn't make it food, right? Just because you can eat it does not make it food.
Mm-hmm.
Here,
I tell you the truth. I tell you the truth.
chewy protein bar.
Yes.
First ingredient, peanuts. Second ingredient,
Okay.
soy. You got to stay on the shelf. Got
Well,
to stay, got to stay on the shelf. So
Michelle,
next
there are
week,
people who are desperate, who are they have been dieting. They know that they're emotional eaters. They know they're craving. I'm looking at this part right here. They know that they want more. They don't know what to do. They want to run to get a weight loss surgery, or they want to run to get a shot. And ain't nothing wrong with any of those tools, mind you. But they feel like that's the magic. And they don't even know that there's an alternative way to actually lose weight that will help us, because they've only gotten information. And I can testify to this, all this whole for the last 2 years, my doctor has only said weight loss surgery, weight loss surgery, weight loss surgery. Now I have a new doctor. My doctor, and every doctor that I went to in that network, they didn't say nutrition, they didn't say physical therapy, they didn't say counseling, they said weight loss surgery. They didn't say nothing else. So for those people who are on here who feel desperate, who can't wait till March the 4th, what you got for on Monday?
yeah, yeah. What we have, I've got a couple of things in your community. In the page, you have my mind over meals PDF, right?
Yes, yes. It says
Rewire your
post now. They changed it from community to the word post.
to
So it's
post.
like the
Okay, yeah,
second
okay.
one. Yes, ma'am.
Click in your post. So they can download that PDF, right? The 7 secrets to rewire your brain for healthy eating. That's something they can do tonight. They can do that right now and start following those steps. Mind over meals, 7 secrets to rewire your brain for healthy eating. On Monday, every Monday, every Monday in our Facebook group, which is Women Losing Weight Together, we come on with a free call. It's a support group where we talk about whatever's going on in our food life, in our emotional life, the good, the bad, the stuff I wish it didn't happen, it hadn't happened. We talk about all of that. It is a sacred space. It is a supported space. It is a safe space. It is a space where you don't have to come on camera if you don't want to. You don't have to talk if you don't want to. If you just want to be there and soak up the information until you're ready, right? Until you're ready, that group is for you. You can come to that group. You can, if you want to come to that group. I've had people come to that group. I've never met them. I've never talked to them. They have just come in there and they just look at all the videos. And there's about 4 years worth of videos in there, all saying the same stuff to get your, as my grandfather used to say, get your mind right,
That's
because
right.
this is a mind game.
That's it.
They will try to tell you that it's about the food, but it's about the mind.
Yes, ma'am.
Because before you ever gain any weight on your body, you gain it in your head first. You have to lose it in the same way. They don't tell you that.
Yes.
They don't tell you that because they want to keep you in the cycle. They want to keep you stuck, right? They want to keep
Yes.
you defeated. But if you want to win, you're going to go head first. You are going to go head first, and when you go head first, you are going to discover these wonderful, beautiful, delightful things about yourself that you didn't even know existed. You
Mm-hmm.
are. You are going to discover those things. And when you start to discover those things, and that's what, when people say I don't love myself, I don't love myself, right? At first I didn't know what that meant, but what I realized that it meant was that they didn't know themselves. they
Okay.
hadn't they hadn't discovered themselves because they had been obscured by the food.
Yes.
And so what we do is we move in every conversation, we move the food out of the way so you can get more connected to yourself. And as you get more connected to yourself, you fall in love with yourself. And when you fall in
Yes.
love with yourself, you start making self-honoring choices that free you from the cycle.
Oh, I love that. Self honoring choices. Okay, so let me make sure. I think I remembered your website. It's called www.go.michellepettis.com.
Yes,
If you can't find the post, sometimes you might not be familiar with it, but that's the website.
yes.
Or if you say Michelle Pettis with
Pettis
two
dot,
L's in
mhm,
Michelle,
just MichellePettis.com.
in MichellePettis.com. Good. There you go. If you can't remember the Facebook page, it's women working together to lose weight.
Yes, and I'm all over social media. You
Yes.
can DM me, right? If you just
Mm-hmm.
Google Michelle Pettis, it'll come up. My email address will come up. Something will come up. My Facebook page will come up. You can DM me.
Something.
My Instagram will
Something.
come up. You can DM me. My LinkedIn will
Excellent.
come up. You can DM me,
Excellent.
right?
Oh my goodness. Yes.
I'm findable.
Yes. And Michelle has a couple of other things in addition to a book and a TED talk, but you can learn all about that on her website, on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. I want to thank you and I want to encourage that person who don't know what to do. I want to encourage you and I want you to hold on. And if
Hold
you
on,
can't
yes.
do anything until you get to that website, breathe.
Just breathe,
Breathe.
yes.
Breathe,
Breathe,
honey. Just
breathe,
breathe.
breathe.
And know that you are not wrong.
Hmm.
You are not wrong. You just don't know. And it's a hidden secret. This is a secret, honey. We're trying to let the secret out.
Yep, we gotta let it out. We
We're
gotta
trying
let
to
it
let
out.
it
We
out.
gotta let it out.
Thank you,
And
Michelle.
just
Thank you,
reach
Michelle.
reach out anytime, but register for that retreat tonight.
Yes, let's register for
Register,
the retreat,
register.
y'all. March 4th, coming up in a couple of
Yep,
weeks. Thank you, everybody. Nancy, Don, Catherine, Jackie, thank you so much. And there are many others on who have hit the like button. We just want to thank you for coming and being with us tonight. Thank you, Michelle, for sharing this information with us, giving us hope, information, and knowledge. I'm gonna be mad at you though. Talking about my peanut butter. I'm like, oh my, what is we gonna do? But that's all right. That's all right. Guess what? I can eat walnuts. Maybe
right.
I'll try that other nasty tasting stuff y'all talking about that's better. I'm gonna see about it. But that's okay. Because I love to be healthy. Now I see why people are getting sick because all these unknown things. You're
Yes,
saying the right thing. Gut health. Gut is
yes,
hurting your gut. I
yes,
got you. I understand that. And now
yes,
it's okay. It's okay. Thank you
yes.
so much. Thank you so much. And we'll talk to you on Monday. We'll talk to you next week, Lord's willing, and we'll see you at Mind Over Meals.
Okay.
Peace and happiness, everybody.
Bye bye.
Bye. Thank you.